Hey everybody, welcome back to the career mode. I want to say episode 19. What are we on to? Yes, we are. At the end of the last episode, what happened was we sort of transitioned from season 3 to season 4. So I don't specifically want to call this the start of the new season. Even though, this is the first episode solely in season 4. You know what I mean? But there has been major changes. Let's go onto the PlayStation and have a look. Get some alone. So, as you can see, we've got England games. Oh, I think my controller's died. I literally just left it for like 4 hours while I've been sat recording and editing a few videos. Let me get these wires sorted. Sorry, guys. Right. So we're on England duty. Let's just sort these squads out because Harry Kane does not deserve to be on the bench. Foden deserves to be ahead of Madison nowadays. He's 85. The England team's actually coming on really nicely. People have progressed very well. But Kane does deserve to start. There we go. It's ridiculous how Martin's not a centre midfielder. I don't get it. Anyway, we'll keep it like that. But I want to show you this. We've made some signings. We sold Moreno, our left back, 80 rated. We've gone out and picked up Tierney, which I think is an absolutely brilliant signing for a left back. There we go. I think that's a great signing for left back, and I'm really happy with that. Muslera might be leaving the club. He might not be. Let's go back and have a look at the transfer hub and see what specifically happened. So, yeah, like we said at the start of the end of last episode, we did go and buy Upamecano for £91 million, which is an extortionate amount of money. However, it was much needed. We sold Moreno for about 30 odd million. I can't quite remember exactly what happened. But we then went and picked up Tierney for 36 million. We sold him. Oh, we sold Gvardiol as well. So Gvardiol went for I think about 20 million, and then I think the same for Moreno, just over 20 million pounds. And obviously Tierney was valued at 39 at the time. I put in a bid for 33 and they said they wanted 39, so I said 36.5 and they said yes. There was only a year left on his contract, which was why we went for him. Great potential, still only 26. Can still improve from where he's at now. Obviously Upamecano, already up to 86 rated, looks very, very good. But Tierney was on 90k a week, and I thought that could have been a bit of an issue, given the fact that we only just managed to afford him. But then he wanted 56, so he took a 40k cut. I don't get it. But that was very nice. So we've got two solid players to shore up the team. But like I say, Gvardiol's now not in the team. But we've got Upamecano, Torres, and Canate. We don't need Gvardiol. Hermoso, I'm still looking to ship off. This Greenwood could be huge for the future. We already know that he's got a big potential, or did have a big potential. So maybe we start playing him in some lower league clubs. I may look to ship these two off. I know Shirky's only just come in. Della Vega's been okay. They're just not very good. Rakic we do actually need to play. I don't see why these are unhappy, to be fair. But Nuno, we can continue to improve him. But we've got an absolutely solid defence now. 86 Henderson in goal. Emerson 90 rated at the back. Pau Torres and Upamecano 87 and 86 respectively. 83 Tierney with a 79. Backup 84 backup. We do need a better backup goalkeeper, which means if someone does come in for Muslera, which someone did, I don't necessarily know what happened to that specifically. I don't know. I don't know where that ended up going. I assume we didn't sell him, obviously, because we've still got him. But the transfer window is now closed. I have shortlisted a load of people that... how do we see their contract? I wish we could see their contracts. We can't. However, there's not long left on each of these contracts. Donnarumma has a long contract. I think Alisson and Courtois are out of contract at the end of the year. Huge players. Alexander-Arnold is out of contract at the end of the year. De Ligt is out of contract at the end of the year. Who else? Theo Hernandez is, or he might have been a player that I was just looking to buy, but as you can see, they wanted the release clause for him. But he's out of contract at the end of the year. We could do a Nuno Tavares swap for Theo Hernandez. That would be huge. And Renan Lodi, he's still got months left, as has Reguilon. Mendy, these are just players I shortlisted for left back, but I couldn't afford a lot of them. He's gone to Man United. Okay, wow. They wanted Nuno Tavares. I said no. They've got Alphonso Davies. Man United looking like a force this season, by the way. Who else? Some other people. It looks like Mason Mount's only got a year left. It's basically when it comes up and says that you might have to pay, like the bit where it says we might have to offer between. If that's pretty much their value, it means there's only about a year left on their contract. And they're just trying to get value from him. Ødegaard is looking insane. I'm going to have to text Becky back in a second. But the one player that I do want to go and get, because we are missing a goal scorer, Isaac's good, but he's not incredible. Haaland. His contract's up at the end of the year. Maybe we can tempt him away from Dortmund in January, but we'll have to wait and see. And this guy as well. Maybe we go and buy a Ronaldo. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I have got scouting set up. Wait, what? Manage? No, cancel. World class and prolific. Let's edit that. I don't want prolific. Oh, that was a world class centre back. Right, let's sort these out. Let's remove that. First team quality and only a contract left. Who have they picked up on? Wow, okay. So I set a thing of world class and only a year left on the contract. So I assume it goes for like 82 overall or better. Let's ask him to scout this guy as a CDM, might as well. These are all looking a little bit old. Let's edit this instruction. First team quality. I'm going to put world class, not first team quality. And see where it goes with that. I want them better than first team quality. I want them to be world class. We are going to skip these. I'm pretty sure we're 3 points clear. We've got Russia. Let's sim this match. Hopefully we can win this. I'll click sim. We're going to sit and watch the game. Why not? We don't often do the international break. But I think come the end of this season we've got the World Cup. Or the Euros, whichever one it ends up being. I assume it's Euros. You know what? Jump to result, we won 2-1, that's fine. I don't care for the qualification games on the series, to be fair. It's not something I think you lot will be interested in. We're a good 6 points clear of Denmark now. Wait, hang on. What's up with the developer? Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, back. I didn't mean to do that. Club squad, squad order, that's what I wanted to do. I want to look at Tierney and put him on a development plan because we haven't got him on one yet. So pace doesn't look like... Oh, it can improve still. His defending needs work. Yes, I'll whack him on that. He needs much better defending than what he's currently got. But like I said, with the way that we set up at the minute, We're not really scoring many goals, and I'll talk you through that once we get back to the Premier League tab. Oh, and another thing to note, you've probably seen from the thumbnail, we made the Europa League. I had qualification games. I've clicked the wrong bloody button again. We had qualification games, and they were dead easy. We went against some shit opponents, and we got given 300,000 for getting into Europa League. So I assume there'll be a Europa League draw at some point, and we'll get to see who's in our group. And that's why I wanted to start from today. I've clicked jump in. Jump to result, there we go. 1-0 against Bulgaria, that's fine. Denmark lost to Russia. Anyway, so, we've not started very well. We've played 4, won 1, drawn 1, lost 2. As I said, Man United are doing well. 2 wins, a draw and a loss. Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, both looking exceptional actually. This is where it gets tough, because we're only given them teams are given 100 million a season, and they can just buy the best of the best. Like we've seen with Man United, they've just gone and bought the best left back in the game. We're getting there. We've got Almada, we've got Upamecano, we've got Torres, got Emerson, got Tete. Rakitic is looking okay. But this attack isn't brilliant, and as much as I like Pedri, he's not the best. So we may have to get a new striker at some point. That's why I was looking at Haaland, maybe even the likes of who's here, Haaland, João Felix, Mbappe. Maybe at the end of this season we'll try and get one of them. Maybe Mason Greenwood at a push. Because Isaac's actually not brilliant, is he? Goes up to an 86 and we've got him at an 87. We need a 90 rated striker. And a left winger, to be fair. Let's have a look at left wingers. Because we were talking about Pedri, wasn't we? Ansu Fati's up there. Actually, Della Vega and Shirky are both there, but they're not incredible. We need to be looking at the Vinicius Juniors. We need to be looking at Ansu Fati. Maybe I'll do a swap deal. Ansu Fati for Pedri. Anyway, we've got a game against Lazio. How are we going to line up? Let's take a look at the new look squad. We have Henderson in goal. Pau Torres and Upamecano centre backs. Emerson at right back. Tierney at left back. Camavinga and Gravenberch at centre mid. Almada at cam. Let's push these back out wide. Pedri on the left, Tete on the right, and Isaac. I think not having them wide is making us concede a few more goals than I'd like to see. But we're against the 3 at the back Lazio, which, all things considered, we should be beating. They've got Simeone, Malinovsky up top. Never heard of him. Strakosha still in goal. Vavro, Stark and Mina. This should be a game we win. But I never know. Here we go. Dark green against light green. We're in the dark green. Apologies if you're colourblind, because it doesn't look brilliant, does it? So what have they gone? Strakosha in goal. Vavro, Stark, Mina, Escalante and Lazari on the wings. As they take a shot. Jesus. Somehow we're not retaining possession at the minute or scoring goals. It has been a bit of an issue. And like I say, I have noticed it, which is why I think we need to get the attack back on our side. And the morale's starting to drop a bit in terms of the squad. As we cut through, but like I say, we don't create the opportunity to actually score. Cuts in. What can we do with it? Oh, unlucky. Goes out for a corner kick. So, like I say, when it gets to January, so I'm going to do this episode, and then I'm probably going to come back in January. Although we're only in September, so we'll do one in November. We'll probably start the Europa League games, unless they start now. I might have one Europa League game this episode if they come early enough. If it's not until like the end of October, November time, I'll do that next episode. But like I say, we'll have a look after this game as we create a bit of a chance. Can we create this pace? No. Go on, cut through. Play it. Shoot. Go 1-0. Yes. Thiago Almada, old and trusted Thiago Almada. We absolutely love him. But yeah, we'll see where the direction of this episode and maybe next episode can go, because I do want to look at those. I do want to look at Europa League group and see who we get given, because I think we're in with a chance, you know. We've got a chance to progress through that competition and really solidify ourselves as one of the best in Europe. I think that's why we had a bit of a shaky start to this season, because we had 2 weeks of a game on a Sunday, game on a Tuesday or a Wednesday in the Europa League trying to qualify, then a game on like a Friday or a Saturday, and then another game on a Tuesday, and then another game. So the first 3 games of the season ended up with us like playing maybe 6 games in 2 weeks, so we were very unfit for a few of the games. But like I say, we progressed through the Europa League. That's what I wanted to sort of focus on at the start of the season, is actually getting into the Europa League and not bottling that, instead of just trying to start to win the league, because I don't think we're going to win the league this season. This is going to go until we either win the league or the Champions League. I've decided the series will end once we've won one of the two, if not both of them in the same season, because unless I'm finding it a lot of fun, sorry. As we cross the ball in, do we? No, we cut inside. Play it back out. Play the ball. No. Take the shot. Yes, 2-0 boys. Almada again. See, this is my issue. Almada scored 2 of the goals. Where's Isaac in this? You know, we used to see Cabral as top goal scorer. We don't see that now, which is why I think we need a much better striker up top who can finish the ball a little bit better, because Almada seems to be dragging us and carrying us a little bit. At the end of the last season, we did see that, because we decided to sell him, didn't we? And I just want to say, you guys that are still watching this, and you know who you are, thank you so much, because obviously between this and the escape room videos over the past couple of weeks I've been putting out, they've been 10 out of 10 videos in terms of not very good in terms of views, and so, but I'm still enjoying doing them, which is why I'm still uploading them. You know, I've already recorded the escape room one, so that's still going up. I do actually enjoy the career mode. I may or may not do one next year. We'll wait and see how that goes. But if we do, it'll probably be on a different day, because I don't know. Maybe it won't. But yeah, I've enjoyed this. I just find it a little bit one-dimensional at times. But hey ho. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it, but I just realised we haven't made subs. Isaac comes off Bustos, which means even if we don't sell Isaac and we just sell off Bustos for like 20-30 million, pick up another top tier striker, we've got Isaac as a backup who's insane. The same with Shirky. Maybe we use him in a swap deal, I don't know. In fact, we'll play Shirky. We haven't really been playing him. Tierney can come off. Rest. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Go, shoot. Oh, 3-0. Camavinga with a goal. Beautiful, beautiful play. But anyway, really good football. 3-0 win is actually a very, very good start. But again, I think Lazio are going to finish bottom of the table. They're not, by any stretch of the imagination, the best team in this league. Like, if we look at everyone there. In fact, let's go and take a look at the table. There we go, look. Oh, I tell you what. I'd consider this an easy run in the Europa League. So top scorers in there is Bustos so far with 4. You know what? Let's take a quick in-depth look at this. So change competition. What have we got here? Where's the Premier League? Premier League, okay. So We are sat 11th in the Premier League. -2 goal difference. Not brilliant. Still ahead of some teams, but Chelsea beat us. Everton, Lyon, Arsenal, Lazio. I can see going down. Although if Arsenal get a win, they'll be on 5 points. 4 points. We're on 7. I can see Everton, Lyon, and Lazio being the teams that go down. I can't see them winning many. It's still a monster league, isn't it? Oh, pick competition. I'm an idiot. I didn't know you could do this. Looking into the Europa League then. Group A. Bayern Munich. I forgot they finished just above us, didn't they? Freiburg. I think that's pretty much how the group's going to end up. Oh wait, Group A. That's an easy group for whoever's. Oh, no, it's a tough group for all of them. Wow. Okay. It's a lot to digest, isn't it? Group B. That's an easy win for Bayern Munich. Group C is tough because of. I think Betis here might just edge that. That's a tough group. That's an easy, then it's us. We've got to win that. Then Galatasaray will probably get that. That's a tough group because Anderlecht and Dynamo Kiev are 2 big teams. Fenerbahce, I've got probably winning that. And then a big Dortmund team in there. Jeez, okay. So out of the whole competition, there's only, I suppose it's because a lot of the bigger teams that you'd expect in the Europa League, like 1 out of the top 3 from every other competition, are actually in the same league now. So I think when you get into Europa League, you've got an easy run to the semi-finals. It's Dortmund, us, Real Betis, and Bayern Munich. Then outside of that, you've probably got maybe Galatasaray, Anderlecht, Kiev, Fenerbahce. I'd say you've probably got the chance to get to. Oh my God, Sheffield Wednesday. How have they got into Europa League? Oh, they're not in that league no more. Of course, yeah. No, ignore me. Or probably Parma. Parma have quite a good chance of getting towards the semi-finals. I think we've got an okay run. I'm quite happy with that. So, morale's down. It's finally back up to green. That's what I like to see. I'm going to advance through. Spain covered and completed. Okay. The squad going into it, I'm going to take off Isaac. We're going to play Bustos. We're going to play Shirky. Just because I want them to get a little bit of game time. We'll put Rajic on. And Kanate can come on. Tavares can come on. We'll do that. We'll use anyone else we want as subs. But we'll start playing Europa League games. I love the background drop for the Europa League. I think it's sick. I think it just gives the game a lot more dimension to it, and it is fun, isn't it? But I wish they did this for all the competitions. Like the EFL had one, the EFL League 1 and League 2 had ones. Liga probably has one, maybe La Liga does, I'm not too sure. I know the Bundesliga does, if I'm not mistaken, but I wish they did it for all the competitions. It just differentiated it. Even when you go to the Euros and the World Cup, I wish that was ever so slightly different. It might be, I might just not have noticed. But we're in purple and we're against Legia Warsaw. Like I say, we haven't got the best of our teams out at the minute because I've given Bustos and Shirky a bit of a game. But we've still got a solid team. We've still got, I wouldn't even say a backup defence. I just think rotating the back line is very important, especially throughout these games because we've got midweek games now. Rotation is going to be very key in keeping certain players fit. But what a way we've come from League 1 all the way up into the Championship. Somehow getting into the Premier League. Again, somehow staying up in the Premier League. Building an absolute monstrous team. I'm just liking it. We've still got Emerson. We didn't even buy Emerson. He was already at the club. I think it's the only player left that's actually started at the club, to be fair. With that being said, we're playing okay football here. We're on the front foot. As he's played... Oh, that needed the finish. That's Pedri for you. If that was any other player, that might have been a goal. But I think Pedri's... We've had that email. Oh, what a goal, 19, Pedri. Just as I'm trying to slate him, he goes and scores a good goal. Fair play. But I know we've had that email. I know a lot of you have messaged me and said, look, just because you've had that email doesn't mean they'll progress. I just haven't necessarily seen them progress as quick, anywhere near as quick. Like, we've had some players go up and down up ratings like 2, 3 a season, and they're only going up 1 a season now, and it's a bit of an issue. Maybe that's just in training. Maybe they will actually go up if we played them a bit more. As we're playing the ball very nicely, we take a shot and it's saved. What's that now? We've had 4 shots and 3 chances, and 66% possession. I'm liking the Europa League games, and I must say I do like the dark grey, black, and orange vibes to this whole setup and the whole sort of look of the aesthetic. It just looks clean. I think I prefer it to the Champions League one, if I'm honest. Even though it's like the beta competition, I like the colours more. As they go on the attack now, let's make some subs. Cherky's looking tired, Jesus Christ. Della Vega can play. Fuck it, we'll go like that. We're comfortably 1-0 up. I've said that now, haven't I? I've said that. There you go, well defended. If we score another one here, I'll be comfortable. There you go, ball's played. Oh, I thought he was tackled, but he played it back very nicely. As we continue to press, we love that. Ball's played out, we made the subs. Can we create a chance from this? Let's quickly have a look at who else we can change. You know what? I'm going to give Emerson a break. I'm going to play Tierney. He still plays well as a right back, so I'm not too fussed. +4, +4, +4. It's exactly the same. Whack Tierney on as a right back. Makeshift right back now. As we go through, take another shot, but it's not gone in. Who's number 10? Bustos. Doesn't quite get the goal for us. But like I say, 2 players that I do want to look to move on. Come the end of the season. I know we always talk about transfers and whatnot, but it's the most fun part of the game is adapting and building your squad and seeing how you can transition. Oh, we've conceded. It's 1-1. Is that a rally or Busquets? No. Not a good start in the Europa League. We need to get a winner here. They had 1 shot, 1 chance and scored. That is where we're slacking. Like I say, 7 shots, 5 chances, but only 1 goal. We're missing Cabral. We're missing our top goal threat. As we go through and do score, we do get the 3 points. Bustos finally grabs his goal. But yes, like I say, the transitioning of the whole team, the swapping and changing of players, building up your bank, things like that. I just love that aspect of the game. Actually watching the games less so. So I think it's always good to talk about how you want to transition and have a sort of a set plan in your mind. Obviously that all goes out the window when you get like £190 million bid for a random player that you've brought up from like 16 to 24. That isn't happening for us because we haven't really transitioned those sort of players. But the plan for me is to, if we look at it, is to move on Bustos and Shirky. Not necessarily Shirky, I don't even mind him. I think he's one that I don't mind staying. But to move on Bustos, because we already had a bid, he just didn't want to leave. Or I don't think I could get enough for him. But if we look at the financial side of things, Bustos is valued at 21. Oh, there's only a year left. Let's negotiate his contract. He's valued at 21. Let's put in like a squad role rotation. Yep. No extension. Oh wait, counter. 2-year extension. Counter 1 year. Just add a year to it. That's fine. We'll add a year to it. Propose a release clause. That's what I wanted to do. If we add a £50 million release clause, that's okay. That sort of thing guarantees us at least 50 million. He's on 45. I don't mind offering him 50. He wants 50k, and yes, that's fine. That's not an issue for me. Oh, these have all got 10 months left. I'm not going to get anything from Oscillera now. Emerson's got 10 months left. And he's valued at 124 million. Oh shit. Here we go. This is gonna be a bit nasty. I can already feel this. Oh, he's only he's the second best left back in the world and I'm paying him 15k a week. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like I've done him a massive disservice. A 3-year extension, except yes, I'm having no release clause. Counter. Let's add a £250 million release. No, you know what? £300 million release clause. They want 229. Counter. Let's go 250. Yes, £250 million release clause. They only want that much. Yes, easy peasy. That's fine. I don't really care about these, if I'm being totally honest. To me, they're not, I'll look at these again in January. I suppose I can't do it in January, can I? I'll be back once I've done these. Okay, so I have negotiated all the contracts that I could have done. This guy is not available for renegotiation for whatever reason. It says his wage demands have not been met. I haven't offered him anything yet, so I don't get why. I don't know what we've done there. Hopefully we'll look at that in a couple of months. However, everyone's set for at least another year. Some of the youth players, again, at 3 years I added onto their contracts, and they're all happy with that. We've also negotiated for Mussolera another extra 1 year extension. I changed his release clause to $1 million because I thought at the end of the day, if some random teams want to come in, because he's not retiring, if any random teams want to come in and bid $1 million, I would have accepted $1 million. So if they want to activate his release clause, they can do. And there's quite a few players with a year and a bit left, so we can't offer this guy a new contract because he's loaned out. So I don't know. With that being said, who's on the largest contract here? Wilbert, nice, and Matthews later, and Isaac, who's valued at 90 million. He's going to go for a lot more than 90 million, I can give you that. I might offer to swap him for Haaland. That's cool. Anyway, that being said, we've got this done. Delete Emerson development schedule. He's reached the technical ability. He's 91 rated. I'm fine with that. That's not one of the players I've got an issue with reaching maximum. But we're going to play this match. Look at the team management from here. We're not going to play Bustos, and we are not going to play Shirky. Petri is tied, so we can play De La Vega, and Camavinga can come off. Tierney can start. He's already up to an 84, so he's gone up 1 rating again already. Happy with that. Upamecano now only 1 away from Torres. Konate still on an 84, but probably progressing. I don't get why Greenwood's face has gone. Like, why has the lighting changed on his face? Like, I'm pretty sure his skin was this dark. Even if it's a little bit lighter than that. But somehow the lighting's just whitewashed his face completely. Like, in the meeting, his skin was dark, so I don't know what's gone on with that. That being said, let's sim the match. I actually need a wee, so I'm going to go for a wee after this match before we carry on anymore. I'm just messaging Becky back. Oh, we have someone at the door. Anyway, we've started with Henderson in goal, Emerson on the right, Tierney on the left, Upamecano and Konate at centre back, Rakic and Gravenberch centre mid with Almada in the middle. Just ahead of them is that Camroll. Tete on the right, De La Vega on the left, and Isaac up top. They've started with a lineup of 4-3-3 attack, just like us. Okay, makes it nice and easy. So they have Ospina in goal, Ramani. No Armani, no Bonani. And Hysaj on the wing backs, Koulibaly and Mukiele at centre back. That's actually a big centre back lineup. They've got a solid team. Wijnaldum at centre mid with Fabian. Jonathan David playing cam. Januzaj on the right Insigne on the left and Griezmann up top. Napoli have strengthened so well. I must say, this is probably one of the best sort of transfers I've seen in terms of like a club philosophy on this game. Like, for me, when I've played FIFA in the past, or when I've played career mode in the past, we got 1-0 down to a Wijnaldum masterclass. You always see teams stick with very similar players. So like the Real Madrid, Atletico Madrids and the Barcelonas will always buy as best as they can. And they don't really have a budget, it seems. And you know, the mid-table, like the Crystal Palaces and the Southamptons, will always have, you know, mid-table players who aren't the best. Napoli, for me, is a team where you expect them to buy okay to good players. As we score another goal, Thiago Almada again, to make it 1-1. But I always think that they're a team that will buy solid to good players, never like insane players. But for me, signing Wijnaldum, Mukiele, Jonathan David, Januzaj, and Griezmann within the space of 3 seasons, that is insane. Who have they got on the bench? Bellerin and Livkovic are solid signings. Trippier they've signed. They've got a good transfer philosophy at that club. As defensively, we look shoddy. The ball played across and we don't deal with it well enough. Anyway, we take the ball and we goes out for 3 and let's make a quick substitution. Pedri is coming on. I know he's tired. And probably Torres for Konate. Defensively, we're looking a little bit chunky at the minute. I mean, not that I want to settle for a 1-1 draw. I would like a win, but they're obviously... it's pretty even. It's looked like they've been the better team, though. Maybe we've just taken the chances that we've had. And they're just missing that final ball because they have looked like the team in control of this game. They've looked like they could create more than we have. As our players are being pulled left and right as they create the chance. They whip it in. It is shot, but it is saved by Dean Henderson. Oh, it was already out, apparently. Okay. We've made the subs now. Hopefully we can create a little bit... we've lost the ball in a dangerous area. They missed the final ball yet again, though. What's happening here? It's a free kick. As they take the shot, it goes over. Can we clear it properly this time? We do. Can we create the chance? We're finding a little bit of space, and it's pulled back. Who's now number 8? Fabian. Pace on him. Jeez. We'll make one last sub. We will bring on Camavinga. There we go. Shore up that midfield again. We've made an attacking and defensive sub. Maybe we do need to do something about the midfield in terms of creating the chances as we pull the ball back here. Can we take the shot? We do, but it is blocked. A 1-1 against Napoli isn't the worst decision or the worst result, but again, by now I was looking at trying to get into them top spots. And if I'm drawing against Napoli of all teams, it doesn't look great. But like I did say at the start of this episode, start of this game, sorry. They have a great team. I can see them being up there. As the ball's played through, but not quite where they wanted it to be. Hold off to the 90th minute. We do. Can we create one last opportunity before the whistle goes? Ball's played, defended well. As long as they clear it, the whistle's gone. There we go. A 1-1 against a team that had 5 shots, and they were at home, to be fair. It's probably why they looked a lot better. But that's not too bad. We've got a game against Brighton in the Cup, which I'm probably going to sim. The England FA. As you know, any renewal of a contract will depend on your meeting sporting objectives we set. Delighted to inform that we believe you remain via the new A. So much is happening. During the next 12, if the World Cup reach the quarterfinal and the European Championships reach the quarterfinal. I'm still England manager. Love that. Scout report on Lewis Miller. Let's have a look at him. As you mate 2 rated, yeah. So it seems when you set it to look for people that are prolific, I think that's the term, or first team, it goes to 82 rated. Whereas world class, hopefully we'll go and see if we've had any people. Danny Ings has been on there. Jeez. Florenzi. Esposito with a release clause of 75 million, but contract's expiring. That might be a centre mid we go for. Let's scout him. What rating is he? If we can pick him up on the cheap for a free transfer, £75 million player. Even if that's, I know he's 27. He's looking like he might be in his prime. If I was to guess, I'd say he was about 85 to 86 rated. I'd be happy with that. And I'd be able to flip him for like £60 million on a free transfer, that is. Okay, so we have just beat Brighton 3-0 in the Cup. We have a league game against Arsenal. I wanted to actually look at the objectives, because I don't think we ever looked at them, not properly anyway. And I did notice something. Youth development, within 2 seasons, sign 4 youth players to the senior team, play them in 20 matches. Not going to happen. I'm sorry, lads, not going to happen, because we've got enough good players in the club now, and they're not going to start high enough rated. Medium, get a streak of 3 wins in away matches this season. We're currently 2 for 3, which is okay. And then sign 1 crucial first team player assigned to the midfielder position. Don't necessarily think that's going to happen unless we can get someone on a free transfer towards the end of the season anyway. Financial, keep player salary growth under 15%, current growth is 30%. That's going to be tough again, because we have a lot of people on new transfers this season. However, we have already sorted it, and I assume a few people will be leaving the club towards the end of the season. And then finish with at least 4.5 million profit at the end of the first transfer window. That was easy enough. We've made some good. Domestic success. This is low. This is low priority. Finishing a Europa League spot. That again is probably about right for me. That's where I want to sort of set my targets. Europa League or Champions League spots. And then this is where we get to where I think is outrageous. Win the Europa League. I'm sorry. I know we've got an easy-ish group, but we might draw Bayern Munich at some point in that, who are just going to transfer us, surely. Let's make changes to this then. Tete can come back in, Rakic can come back in, Kanate can come off Upamecano, Tierney comes in for Tavares. There we go. That's how we save that. And then we move to the game against Arsenal. With, actually it's a fit squad. Arsenal below us by 2 points. Hopefully this can be a match that we win. Let's have a look how they... See, I don't necessarily think they've got a brilliant team. Leno in goal. Matip, Morin, Jenny. Saka at left wing back. Maitland-Niles at right wing back. Maximovic is good and Pellegrini is good. Oyarzabal on the right, Ozil on the left and Gomez in the middle. I'm just saying, I think our team's better. Does that mean we're going to win? We are at home. As we start with Henderson in goal, Emerson on the right, Tierney on the left. If you are wondering as well, I chose Tierney because I could afford Tierney. He was the cheapest of the other options, and it did leave us a little bit of leeway in terms of his wages, because I was expecting to pay a little bit more. But he's a great left back. Pau Torres and Upamecano in the middle of the defence. Rakic and Camavinga in the centre midfield spots, with Almada playing a little bit ahead of them in the cam spot. Tete on the right, Pedri on the left, Isaac up top. Like I was suggesting, maybe the striker situation with Bustos, getting rid of him and bringing in someone like Haaland could be a good idea, or even swapping Isaac for Haaland could be great. Same with Pedri and Ansu Fati. That's sort of the direction I want to go in at the end of the season / January, depending on if we get any added funds, which we should do because we've been doing good for the past 3 or 4 seasons. I'm hoping for a new contract as well at some point. Oh, does it go through? Oh, so he's 20. Almada, you should have hit that. You should have hit that. But another attacking opportunity for us, which means it's relatively nice, and we are creating the opportunities against Arsenal. These are the teams we need to guarantee beating as we go through. Who's 26? Almada again, of course it is. Should have taken the shot again there, as the ball is absolutely fizzed out for a goal kick. Played it short, very nice. Keeping the ball well. Can we create the chance? It's out wide. My mum's laughed. Cuts back. Oh, absolutely fizzles his man. Look at his number 90, Pedri. Oh, he's proving us wrong here. is proving us absolutely wrong. Maybe we shouldn't be getting rid of him. Maybe we should be nurturing him into the world's best player. But I don't know. We are still missing that out-and-out goal scorer up top. But maybe that's not Pedro's fault, as he cuts inside, plays it across, and it's a goal! Almada with the goal. This is what I mean. Why is Isaac not in that position? Like, Cabral's always scoring goals like that. I can't bloody get enough of this. Jesus Christ, my mum's shouting. Jesus. As it's 45th minute, half time. We are 1-0 up. 4 shots, 2 chances, 60% possession. We're absolutely bossing this game. But like I said, we are at home. So it is to be expected. The home and away actually does make a big difference in FIFA, I've noticed. If you're away like we were against Napoli, they do tend to run the game a bit more. We just have to take our chances. And luckily a draw against Napoli, for the team that they do actually have, I think that's acceptable. But a home game against Arsenal, we should be winning. And I want to say, not necessarily comfortably, but comfortably. But like I say, it is FIFA, so anything can happen. And we are in the best league in the world, so anything can happen. As he's played through, he takes another shot on Marler again. He is on fire. I don't even know what to name this episode. Europa League? Almada's on fire? New additions? I don't know. But all I do know is that we need to make some subs. Camavinga off? I just want to keep him on though. Maybe Isaac comes off. He's not scored any goals. Put Bustos on. What's the point? 2-0 up. 25 to 20 minutes to play. As we win the ball back again. Ball's carried on being played in the middle. I like this. Watch Isaac go and score now as well. Now that I've subbed him off. Almada absolutely bamboozling off the bar. Does it go in? It's saved off the line. It's cut back. What can happen? What's this? Oh my days. I've never seen anything like this in my life. He's just bamboozled the defender. Almada's such a player. He's the one player that we are just never getting rid of. Him and Emerson. Never. Unless obviously we get like an offer for like 250 million and the release clause is activated, because in that case it's outrageous behaviour. It is a free kick. Bustos is on. There we go. Gravenberch comes on. And De La Vega comes on for Pedri. Let's do that. I want to get them over 80 rated. At the very least. I think having the player over 80 rated is much better than having a very good player and then someone under 80 rated, you know. I just want to try and get to that 80 rated mark. I think it improves their value quite a lot. Anyway, as we do progress, can we play the ball over? We don't. We play it back. 90th minute. I mean, if we can create another chance, I'd be happy. Probably not now that we lost the ball. 7 shots, 4 chances, with actually less than half possession. That's a great result against an okay side, to be fair. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But that's probably going to end the episode. We do have a game against Bristol, which I will be looking forward to playing. We have a squad deadline. But yeah, just looking at the career, we have won one Continental Cup. We haven't won one, sorry. We've won a domestic cup and we've won a league title, which was the League One title, wasn't it? Our record transfer fee is 91 million for Upamecano. Total earnings, we've only earned 2.1 million, and our wage is 13k a week. Let's take a look at, you can look at them individually, that's good. So in the first season, I do want a bit of a round-up to end the episode. FA Cup, we went into the round 4 replay. Carabao Cup, we ended in round 3. We won League 1, and the Papa John's Trophy, we actually won. League 1 playoffs, promotion playoff final. We didn't do that. We won one Manager of the Month award. Record transfer fee was 20 million for Tete, and record transfer fee received was 26 for Iglesias, and we finished 6th. Did we? Oh, the EFL League 1. Oh, we finished in the league. Okay. And we won the playoff final. That makes more sense. So, the 2021-22 season, the league objective was to win the league title. We did achieve that, so that's where we got the cup. Reached round of 16 stage, yes. So we finished in round 5, round 2 in the Carabao Cup. We won the championship, we won a One Manager of the Month award. Our record signing was 39 million. So just under 40 million for Camavinga. That's who we bought. And then record transfer fee received was 40 million again for Canales, sorry. And then we finished first. 2022-23. The objective was to finish mid-table. Yes, that was received. We actually did a lot better than that, I think. The record transfer fee paid was £1 for Tavares, minus £1. Eh? Oh, I think, yeah, that's because we did a swap deal, didn't we? And then we received 135 million for Cabral. I was never turning that down. Played 47, won 20. I want to do better than that this season. We need to win more than 20 games. And we got through to the Carabao Cup final. And now this one, we're yet to see. So, like I said, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll catch you later. Good. Bye.